Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to Kayfabe and Out Episode 3, the SummerSlam Preview Edition. And today, unlike Night 1, this roster today on this podcast is absolutely stacked. With me are the usuals, DK and Carpe. We've also got Hedy coming along for the ride, and Agsy Malone on debut right here, right now, just like Fandango versus Chris Jericho. That's the kind of debut we're expecting today. And we've also got all the way hailing from America or Canada. I've heard his voice like once before he jumped on. We got Casual Fan. Is there any other alias you'd like to be referred to as?
You can just call me Ali.
Say no more. We'll go with, what was it, Ali? I couldn't understand,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it's Ali.
Go proper American accent.
No worries. Cool.
We need him
Call
to
him
go
casual
Cody
fan,
Rhodes
sounds
promo,
better.
man.
It has aura, casual fan.
Casual Fan, say no more. Just like all of us on here. So we'll go ahead with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be previewing the card, night 1, night 2. Danny, bring it up, my man. But guys, what we're gonna be doing is offering our predictions as well on each match. What this will allow us to do is then go back and review it and just be like, hey, this shit actually happened. So yeah, in normal kayfabe and out style brackets mission podcast, let's get right to it. So do we know which match is gonna open the night?
It's going to be Sami and Karrion, no?
I'm guessing it's going to be the Roman match that actually opens the night and Gunther closes. I don't know about you though.
Yeah, one of those open, one of them is closed.
Yeah, it'll be one of them two defos. The rest, I don't see any of them co-maining or even opening, to be honest. I think either Gunther opens and Roman J opens. Nothing else.
Should have Sami opening, man. Just get it out of the way. It's a
Do you want
pointless
to
match.
obviously with the cross
Man, yeah, you open SummerSlam with Karrion Kross and the vibes are bad from the moment it starts.
Let's get these slightly pointless matches out of the way. If we're talking pointless, then it's like most of the card. So we'll start with Sami and Karrion Kross. Sami Zayn wins, I think.
Yeah, he should do.
Karrion Kross needs to
Sami's
turn into a
got it.
full-time manager.
I think
His
this
contract's
is.
expiring. Just let it run out, man.
I was gonna say
Yes.
Karrion fan. I think this is gonna be Karrion Kross's farewell match, and Triple H. You say, okay, let me just give him a match on a pay-per-view, on a Big 4 pay-per-view, and then he can just go out. So yeah, I think Sami Zayn. I mean, he doesn't need this because he's Sami Zayn, but you can't lose against Karrion Kross. I think Sami Zayn has to win.
Not again, anyway.
No, exactly. Last week he was.
I
Needs the shit.
don't really
Karrion Kross.
care. I don't really care about this match, to be honest. Just give Sami Zayn the win, innit?
Yeah, facts, man.
Little 5-minute match, toilet break. Put it before the main event or something like that.
Listen, this Karrion Kross guy, yeah, he's good at absolutely nothing. I've seen people say, oh, he's got good character. His whole character is rage baiting people and then attacking him. He literally has been rage baiting Sami Zayn since Mania and attacking him, and he's somehow got 3 matches against Sami Zayn. A woeful character.
This is Umair as a wrestler. I can't lie.
Umair.
Umair as a wrestler. The guy rage baits. He's good at nothing, man.
I
There we go.
will
It's like
I will
since
say this.
since
I will
Mania.
say this.
This has been happening since Netflix, like the debut. I swear
Exactly,
he
yeah.
started doing the backstage things, like back when that started. So 9 months almost.
Karrion Kross can go, but his bird can stay, bro. She's fire.
Fair enough.
Agsy, you had something to say?
Mate, I'll say this about Karrion Kross. I think in terms of in ring, he's never been up there. He's never been able to deliver on the main event, and I'm surprised they've actually given us a Raw match on SummerSlam, but they've done it before numerous times. But I will give him his dues, like elsewhere in terms of his promos and his character work. It's been very good, and I reckon if he doesn't resign, he'll do well on the Indies. But to be honest, like everyone said, Sami Zayn is going to win this. I'd be very surprised if Triple H actually gives Karrion Kross the win here.
Yeah.
So we need to move on from this feud and give Sami Zayn something a bit more tasty heading into the new year.
But what do you guys think Sami Zayn's direction after this will be?
Rumble. He's winning the Rumble next year.
I think
Rumble in Saudi.
Survivor Series, we're probably gonna do Bloodline again. So probably going back into Bloodline stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
That's true.
I think they'll push for him in Saudi, bro.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he'll win the
after
Rumble.
that, yeah.
It's next year.
I think the
isn't it,
move is Sami versus Seth at Mania. I reckon that's the move.
I think that should be the move.
What belt is gonna be for World Heavyweight? Yeah.
Yeah, the World Heavyweight title. I
Yeah,
reckon.
nice,
I reckon
nice.
Seth will cash in. I don't think it will be at SummerSlam, but I reckon it will happen.
Got
Fair
you,
enough.
bro.
Anyway, moving on from one character that needs to move away from a terrible storyline to another set of two characters, which is Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus don't even think I was ever going to say this sentence in my life. I'm the first person in my bloodline will lie to say this. Jelly Roll and Randy Orton.
Bro, it's like Make-A-Wish gave him a match. He's gonna die, and then
You know what it is.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know what it is. If my make-a-wish was to be in a match against Logan Paul, don't even grant me the wish in the first place, man. Like, what you do, like if you're an organizer, man, who's trying to go up against Logan Paul in the match, man? Like, bro, people have died for better, man. Like, let's be real. Like, don't put me in a match against fucking Logan Paul. But yeah,
I think
Randy and Drew need to get out of this shit, man. What the hell's going on?
listen, Drew might not even make it.
Yeah.
listen, we'll get to Randy and Drew in a bit. Yeah, I just want to touch on Jelly Roll for a bit. Yeah, I think you guys are being a bit too harsh. Like, don't sleep on this guy.
Yeah.
I reckon he's putting in the work. I reckon he's gonna shock us. I'm telling you, he's gonna be taking some bumps.
No, I
Yeah,
actually
Jelly
agree.
Roll.
I'm not even kidding.
I think he's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be one of the ones that we just didn't expect how good it was. It'll be fun, a bit of fun. But obviously, it's kind of disgusting how Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre are being used. We've been talking about this for the past 6 months now, haven't we? How criminal it is the way they're using Drew McIntyre. It's like they made him sign a new deal, and you think, oh, they're gonna start giving him things, but nope. It's just shit after shit after shit for him. But fair play to Drew, innit? Like, yeah, don't know what to say.
Bro.
If I'm him, yeah, I'd give this pay-per-view a miss on purpose.
Bro, before
It's-
Mania, I was putting Drew in feud with guys like Roman, and just look what he's doing right now. It's stupid.
If that happens,
Yeah,
yeah,
he chucked his passport into a river so he doesn't have to do this match.
You know what? I salute him for that. I salute the man for doing that. Honestly, like this
Guaranteed
match
some
to me
fresh is
is
gonna
an
find that
abomination.
passport, man.
It's an abomination to wrestling. Or, all due respect, Jelly Roll was taking spots away, man. Like you got LA Knight, you got Penta. These people aren't on the card. Like Penta's been doing great work, LA Knight's been doing great work, but Jelly Roll is getting given a spot. And I'm not a fan of WWE kind of pushing the celebrity thing. Like look what happened with Travis Scott. He basically came in, took the piss, and he's left. He's gone. He's out. He ruined the biggest story in WWE and possibly professional wrestling. And now we're putting Jelly Roll in there with an all-timer Hall of Famer in Randy Orton. Like,
I
give
think-
it 2 minutes, give it a minute and a half, and that's it. Let Randy Orton go home to his kids. Let Drew McIntyre go and reconsider why he signed for WWE, and let Logan Paul do whatever he wants to do on YouTube. End it like that. End it
I
like
think
that.
I think it's a bit different comparing to Travis Scott. With Travis Scott, you can see that guy does not give a shit. Like he just doesn't want to be a wrestler. He was just busting Cody's eardrum open, and then he was just next shame. He was meant to team up with Cena at Money in the Bank. Apparently, they seen that he wasn't good enough. With Jelly Roll, you can see like he actually does respect the business. He's been training with guys like Taker, Owens, Fatu.
and he's
So
actually put the effort in.
I'm willing to give him a chance here.
And,
Yeah,
and
you know
bear
what?
in
I'm
mind,
willing to give him a chance as well, but not at the expense of other wrestlers who have been putting in the hard yards on Monday
That's
nights
one
and
thing I'd
Friday
say
nights.
because right now he's basically feeding with main eventers. Drew and Randy are basically main eventers. A perfect example is Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny came in and he had a match against Damian Priest. It was an upper mid carder. That was a perfect spot for him. Guys like Drew and Randy, you kind of want better for them. They should be like in the title scene.
They
in
should be
general.
feeding each other if you're gonna do it. If anything,
yeah,
you're just
exactly.
adding Logan Paul into. I think Bad Bunny feuded against John Morrison and The Miz, but was with Damian Priest at the same time as well. I think they had that match at Mania, if I recall correctly.
By the way, do you know who Jelly Roll's mate is?
Who's his
Nah.
name?
Apparently, he's good friends with The Rock. So
Oh,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, give up, bro. Give up, my brother. Never happening.
I think,
Do you know what?
The
I
Rock,
reckon-
The Rock,
I reckon they
he's on
should
a
have gone the,
sabotage. He's on a
the Stephen
sabotage
Amell
mission.
Wait, did you last see though? Apparently, The Rock and Triple H fell out or something.
Oh, they've never
They've
liked
never
each
been
other.
good friends though.
when have they ever been best buddies? It's never happened.
Like they've got two different ideas
Like,
of how.
Agsy was gonna say something.
Yeah,
my
no. So
bad,
I was saying they should have gone the. I don't know if you remember 2015 SummerSlam when Green Arrow was in the tag team match.
God,
They should have done that with Jelly Roll. Put some kind of lower mid carders with him, and at least it'd give us I'd be more receptive to that because when you're shoving him with Randy Orton, it's just a bit too much. But like you put him with someone lower mid card who's entertaining, put him against two heels like that. Because I mean that feud was ridiculous looking back on it, but I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was proper entertaining. Wade Barrett, Stardust,
Yeah.
Adrian Neville with Stephen Amell, and Stephen Amell is a big wrestling fan, and he showed out, and he's still showing out, in other places as well. So I reckon
feel like-
Jerry could have done something like that.
He
feel
made
like
that
one
show,
guy-
didn't he? There's a wrestling show
Yeah.
he made, I think, called Heels or something.
I feel like one guy who could have used the rope in this match is Carmelo Hayes. It would have done wonders for him. Just being instead they put Randy in here. But Randy does not need it or Drew does not need it. Just put Carmelo Hayes in here, man. The guy's doing absolutely nothing. Look at the report here. The Miz apparently wants to, be Logan Paul's partner. Just put
Listen,
Carmelo Hayes in there.
Carmelo Hayes, yeah, he's the most obvious future endeavors ever.
Don't say that, man. Don't
It's
say
Yeah,
gonna
that.
sadly,
happen.
he is.
It's gonna happen.
They should have had my guy El Grande on it, man.
Oh, yeah, Ludwig's smashing it, bruv.
Yeah,
Speak
bro,
I
Spanish.
know,
you not
the
see the
fact
pop
that he
he
actually
got?
speaks Spanish makes it way better.
The pop he got, what was it, on AAA, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio.
Regardless of
Dominic.
that, I think we're
What
wasting.
Dominic
I'm
Mysterio?
we're wasting time on this shit match, bruv. Wasting my flipping time. I
It's
got
gone
my
red for him,
I got
yeah.
my vegan fruit gums right here, yeah, waiting to be
Yeah.
devoured after this podcast, man.
Man's
We
gonna
move on to
vegan.
better matches, fam. Flipping it. Pull up the card.
Well, Hazza, we won't move on to a better match, but Tiffany Stratton against Shade Garfield.
Ah! Well, like this match, you know what it is with this match, right? I've got beef with this match, right? It would have been all right if Naomi still had the briefcase, because then we would have seen like a big SummerSlam moment. Obviously, I think the way that they did it, that Naomi cashed in at Evolution when it wasn't actually expected was pretty
That was
cool.
amazing.
Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I actually quite like that. But you're putting Tiffany Stratton with Jade Cargill, who I still don't think can wrestle, by the way, in a world title fight, and she's just in there for aura points. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, get her out of the main event, bro. Not main event. Get her out of the world title scene, man. Put her in the US title scene, man.
And-
Like, far better women wrestlers out there that actually deserve more credit. But Jade Cargill's only getting the rub because she was mates with Bianca Belair, because she looks more like a superstar. Like, I believe in that in the women's division, you just need to have really good mic skills, and you just need to be able to wrestle to a decent standard. There's so many women that are getting overlooked right now, and Jade Cargill's just, I think she's just all hype.
You know who they,
How
you
do
know
you
who
not
they
see
should
that
put her
match
with?
going?
They should put her with Paul Heyman. I reckon Paul Heyman would be a good mouthpiece for
He's
her.
the third guy. The fourth guy.
Since Jade Cargill debuted, has she lost a match?
Liv Morgan.
Yeah. She lost to Maya as well, King of the Ring.
Oh yeah.
Or Queen of the Ring.
Last year.
Do you know what? A reason I'm worried about this match is I feel like WWE have done Tiffany Stratton like quite dirty in terms of her title reign. Because my issue is like she had a lot of potential, but they never gave her the right opponents to work around. Like, I mean, I get putting Charlotte Flair with her, but you could tell Charlotte Flair halfway through, especially after everything that happened, was not interested and wasn't motivated to have that decent match. Because I mean, everyone saw how Stratton looked at the end of the match with her, her tooth out, bleeding from the lip and everything. You could tell it was serious business. And the fact that she's continuously had matches with Nia Jax and not been put with top level, wrestlers. Like, look on Raw. Like, the women's division on Raw is crazy stacked. They're like dropping bangers week after week after week, and we got what, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky in the triple threat at SummerSlam. So I don't think this match is going to do wonders. I think they should keep it short as well. And I know everyone is going to be like, oh, maybe Cargill put the belt on her, but I think they're going to wait until Bianca's back. I reckon Bianca's going to be the one that takes the belt off Tiffany when she comes back. So I
Ooh,
reckon
I
they'll keep
think-
it on Tiffany for now.
I think Jade's winning. Not gonna lie.
Really
Yeah, I
thinks
think
winning?
Jade's winning too.
Jade. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think she's
Tiffany's
winning.
gonna win.
But yeah, Agzi was right. But look on Raw, you've got Becky Lyra having one of the best women's feuds of the year. What have you got on SmackDown? Nothing.
Exactly. Minor. Next match.
Disappointment as per usual. Anyway, move on.
Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte
I
Flair.
like this. I
That's
like
gonna
this
be
feud.
good.
This feud's very good. This feud's very good. This tag title match will be very good. A lot of people starting to, they were disliking Charlotte a lot. I've always liked Charlotte. I don't know if I've gone on record saying I don't like Charlotte previous episodes. If I have, I apologize. It was probably agenda driven, but genuinely, top wrestler, top worker. And the way that they're doing this Bliss and Flair storyline, really, really good. It seems like they don't do these friendship storylines too often. Where they build it up like Kane and Brian, but things like this, they're really good.
Yeah.
Agreed. After Mania, I lost total interest in Charlotte. Even before Mania, I do not care about her. Pairing her up with Alexa Bliss has actually made me interested in her. I actually want them both to win the tag titles on Saturday.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
not
they
gonna
should, you
lie.
know.
When they brought Alexa back to the Rumble, I had no idea what she was gonna do, but this is like a good way to use her and a good way to make Charlotte do something which isn't just the world title, which she always does.
Well, I don't know if you guys read what she posted on Twitter a while back. I think she wrote a lot of her thoughts about her, like her actual personality, and I'm hoping like them pairing her up with Alexa can actually bring that out. I do feel bad for Charlotte to some degree because like what she's had throughout her career, she's always kind of been hated, and she's put in a lot of good, a lot of work. So, and well, I read that myself, and you know what, it was just I felt bad for her because it was kind of they were reflecting Charlotte as one thing when in reality she's someone completely different. So I'm hoping they can put the titles because I mean the Judgment Day having the titles is all well and good, but we've done it 4 times, and like, especially with what they're like teasing and things like that. Me personally, I think Dom should be the only one with a belt because it's just gonna add more tension, and that's what we need. And I reckon Alexa Bliss and Charlotte could be the ones that actually put some prestige on the belts. But I think I could give it a couple of months, have them feud with different tag teams. And it's like what you said about kind of Kane, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, that type of friendship. And then when you want to kind of break it up, like it's gonna deliver.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for Judgment Day to retain because what's it called? Liv Morgan, she's not going to be back for a long time, so I think they should drop the titles. It'll be nice as well. You need something new.
With Charlotte, yeah. WWE definitely have like shoved her down people's throats over the years, but having said that, I still think she's easily the greatest women's wrestler of all time. I rate her that highly. Like, and I'm not really a big advocate for women's wrestling as well. Just putting that out.
For me, it's Becky.
I actually rate her. I think she's sick. Like as a worker, on the mic, everything. But yeah, shout out Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
But yeah, I agree with what Hedy said. I think Liv Morgan returns and she'll probably win the Rumble, to be honest. Yeah, next match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso against the Bronsons.
What a waste of Roman Reigns, eh? I mean,
I don't know if it's a waste, to be honest, because
I think this feels like a this feels like the reserve option because Seth Rollins' injury. I don't know.
Bro, that guy needs to stop doing that flip, man. He never lands it.
he's not really injured, Eddie. Relax.
Is he not injured?
Yeah, but
Okay, nice.
Daniel Seth coming back and the main event is cash in.
This is like Carpe's rock copium. This.
We definitely need to have a conversation about this Rock thing when we get to that match. But like this match, I was seeing a few shouts for Roman vs Bron, but I'm gonna be real. Roman vs Bron needs a build. Like you have to build it. You can't drop it in like 2 weeks. You can't just go. We're giving you the match 2 weeks. Yeah. If you want a feud, get some DLC afterwards. It needs to be built properly. And I mean, this is like the next best thing because at the end of the day, the fans are gonna want to see Roman. Jey Uso is still over. They're gonna see them two together. Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed. They're good heels at the moment. Like, I mean, it's not gonna be your top tier match, but it's on the card. It's gonna entertain people. It's gonna pop the crowd. I mean, I think it's obvious who's gonna win. I don't think Breakker and Bronson are going over here, and I reckon Bronson Reed's taking the pin. But it has to be done, obviously, because I reckon it was going to be Roman Seth. But because of obviously what's happened, it's not going to go there anymore.
The thing though is, to be fair, with these like tag matches, I feel like it's weird because Roman's last few tag matches haven't been that great. But like when you think back to 2023, when him and Solo were like teaming, he was having like insane tag matches, the ones with the Usos and the ones with Sami and KO. So like if he is in the right mind and like Jay's with him, Jay's a really good tag wrestler. Bron and Bronson are pretty good. So this match is one which could end up actually being, in my opinion, really good if they do just like work really hard.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Roman and Jade Depples win. I don't see Bronson's winning.
Yeah,
The only way I can see that those guys win is if they debut a third member, like a fourth member technically.
Yeah, I think the fourth member comes in when Seth cashes in, but we'll get onto that.
I think the fourth member is gonna be Ricky. I'm not gonna lie, because I think Ethan's staying in NXT for a bit.
I think it's either one.
Ricky starts.
I think it might be Ethan, because I think they might bring him in for a little bit, but they won't like immediately use him. I reckon he'll show up for the pop. They'll let him do his stuff in NXT. Maybe they'll like do a bit with Paul Heyman on NXT as well, and then when they want to bring him over, they bring him over. Because I think it'd be too harsh to like put Ricky as a heel. I think he needs to debut on the roster as a babyface.
Well, like Solo when he was a North American champion and he interfered in Roman's match.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
The thing is with Ricky, I feel like he's been pretty bad on NXT recently, but that's more because he's just a babyface and he's better as a heel, especially promo wise.
Also, his booking.
I was gonna say, I personally feel if you're gonna debut someone as the fourth member, now would be the time to do it, especially if you want to get that group over against Roman and Jay. That's when it should happen, not when the cash-in happens. Because if you debut someone like Ricky Stark, blah, 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 don't know if I got the name right, but if you debut Ricky when Seth's about to cash in, it takes away from the fact that he showed up, because everyone's going to be focusing on the Seth cash-in. Instead, if you put him in SummerSlam on the opening match, oh my god, he debuted and Roman lost. Like that, you can slightly put both of them together, as opposed to someone winning the world title, because it gets that group over. I'm gonna say Bron Breakker pins Jey Uso and the new group win. I do think that.
Nah, I think Roman's gonna pin Bronson Reed.
That seems like the most obvious here.
See, I'm only saying that if the fourth, I think the fourth member turns up at SummerSlam, because they need someone else to just make the group feel a bit bigger at the moment. It's just Bron and Bronson. You need someone who's going to be good on the mic as well. So whoever that fourth person is, we're looking forward to that. But I'm going Rogue.
It'll be a good match. Won't disappoint, in my opinion.
I'm just gonna go Rogue and just say Bron pins Jay. Happy days.
Listen, it's four solid workers in the ring. I don't doubt it'll be a decent match, especially with Jay's a tag wrestler. Roman, if he wants to turn you up, he can turn you up. Bron Breakker, Bronson, we've seen.
Yeah, I think at worst it'll be all right. Like it'll be a good match, and at like best it could be a really, really great match.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now on to the main event.
Next match.
Gunther against Punk for the WWE World Heavyweight.
This match is gonna cook. It's gonna be a good match. Probably two of the best wrestlers in the company. So
who's winning? Because I'm torn on this.
I think Gunther's gonna win.
I think Gunther retains.
Yeah.
The only way
CM wins.
The only way I can see Punk winning is if Seth cashes in straight away after.
I don't even think, like, weirdly, I have a feeling Seth won't cash in on this belt, so that's why
I still think it's premature for CM Punk to win a world title, especially when there's been like a 2-week build with Gunther. But I've seen a lot of people kind of say that they want like a very close match between the two, and I don't mind that. But I'm kind of hoping, especially because I think Gunther, like he's got the aura as a world champion, but he's lost a lot of it because of what's happened with Jey Uso and kind of the build up to the Jey Uso match and not putting him with big talents. I think if they really want to do this, they need to go for like a kind of, because I think the vibe that they're going for is a bit of an old school type of wrestling vibe with kind of the veteran, like, can I still hang with the best? And Gunther with, the cocky arrogance of I'm the world champion, I can do what I want, I can do whatever. I think they need to follow with that. Like I don't want it to be even. I want it to be obvious that Gunther's levels above Punk. Like Punk can get offense in, Punk can try and almost win. But I think it has to end with Gunther, making Punk pass out. Yeah. And then you start this like monster run where he can fight Styles, Penta, LA Knight maybe, and then lead it to the cash in with Rollins, and then Gunther can, me personally hopefully maybe Dragunov, if he comes back, do a Gunther Dragunov match at Mania next year. Yeah. But they really got to establish Gunther here.
I feel like you can do Gunther in this reign that he can hold this title until the end of the year, and you can go through this whole Cena thing on the other side where he drops the belt, goes face, and you can have Gunther retire Cena like he did with Goldberg.
Yeah.
I think this is what Gunther needs, though. I think the type of wrestlers he's been fighting throughout his entire reign have kind of not been like elite superstar level. In the IC run, obviously fighting mid carders, and that's totally fine. I think the most notable superstar he has wrestled, Goldberg aside, was actually I believe Sami Zayn, and that was for the IC title. When he was
And I
defending the
think
world heavy, when he was
before
defending the
Randy
world
Orton, before Randy Orton for the world title.
yeah, before Randy Orton in King of the Ring. But whenever he's held the belt is what I mean to say is when he's held the belt, I don't feel like he's fought anyone like of high credibility. And this is kind of like I think this is his very first match where he gets to fight someone who is at a similar
Who's
he's at a higher level of stardom.
Yeah.
At a high level of stardom. And I think it's really big for Gunther that like Agsy said, you need to have that level of dominance. But I personally want to see a Lesnar Cena style to give CM Punk something to fight for in the future.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I like the idea, to be honest. The thing is, yeah, with this first title run, the biggest issue was it wasn't even for me the opponents. It was the fact that every opponent was a rematch. Like Randy, he faced him at King of the Ring before. Priest, he won the title from him at SummerSlam. Who was the Sami? Yeah, he'd faced him at Mania before. Like literally everyone he fought in his first reign. Yeah, Jay, he fought him for the IC title before. It was all just recycled stuff. So this is his first fresh like opponent, and yeah, I think a squash style match would probably actually suit their stories more than like
thing
a
is,
really competitive match.
They had the formula, like the IC run. Like even though it was with mid carders for the majority, with the exceptions of Drew and Sammy, like the fact that Chad Gable almost got one of the best matches in the entire run. Ricochet had a really good match, Ciampa and things like that. And looking at his like run and his reign, for me personally, I find it weird that I liked him facing Akira Tozawa and Otis and Axiom a lot more than him facing Damian Priest, who, by the way, is a good wrestler. Don't get me wrong; he can have a great match. But it's like they could have just replicated the formula. And yes, people might say it's predictable, but it would have worked a lot much better with that world title. And I hope they do it here with these big names and the likes of Penta and LA Knight, because you do that, and Gunther is sorted for the rest of his career in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, with Gunther Punk from night one, it's the only match I really care about, to be honest. I think it's going to be an incredible match because Gunther and Punk, they're both like throwback wrestlers. They're very old school. They prioritize telling a story rather than flashy moves, and so I think it's going to be a very good match. It's going to be a proper throwback, old school wrestling style match. Me personally, I'm dying for a CM Punk title run. I want one more world title run for CM Punk, but it's a bit of a sticky situation because at the same time, I really do like Gunther, and he does need a redemption run with the title because the first one wasn't good enough. But I think I like Danny's theory that Seth Rollins, maybe Punk wins and Seth cashes in on him. I think that would be a huge moment because if you're trying to sell the whole two-night SummerSlam thing, the first ever in its history, that's a pretty iconic moment, Yeah. In an ideal world, I would like that scenario to happen, but obviously it depends on the extent of Seth's injury. So we'll see. I don't mind. I don't mind it going either way. If Gunther retains, I'm happy with that, and if Punk wins, I'm happy with that as well. To be honest.
I mean, to be fair, the only thing I would note on your comment about if it's the first ever SummerSlam night 1, night 2 thing, Seth could do it to the winner of Rhodes.
Yeah.
That's the way I'd establish it. But again, just thinking about Gunther v Punk, it's just I can't really predict it. But if there's one thing I do want for Gunther to come out of it is it's his redemption run, and that he also finally goes to a big event and retains. Last year at SummerSlam, he won the title from Priest, but when he went to WrestleMania, he lost it to Jey Uso. When he went to WrestleMania the year before, he lost it to Sami Zayn. And he's not got a great record on the big stage, so I would like him to win, preferably, and just to hold on to that title for as long as he can. Again, as Agsy said, have notable feuds with superstars that probably wouldn't get into a normal world title feud, but you build them up as underdogs, and even just give them that shot in the spotlight, to then maybe then drop down to a lower card run, which is what most superstars have actually benefited from by being in the spotlight with Gunther. And you never know, something else could be given to them in the future. But yeah, no, look, really, really looking forward to it. So final predictions, guys, because this one is obviously the big one. Daddy,
Gunther. I'm gonna go
Carpe,
Gunther.
Punk, Seth Cashin.
Oh,
Heady,
I'm gonna go Gunther.
Agsy,
Gunther all the way.
casual fan.
Gunther.
I'm gonna say Gunther.
Nice.
By
Can't
the
be
way,
the only one, yeah.
I'm
Can't
not the
be
only one who's annoyed that they only got 2 weeks build.
Yeah,
But isn't that the story with fucking every build?
So I was
this
gonna
year?
say,
Yeah.
they don't let the
Everything
story
this year
Any
is
breathe
good
throughout
build,
all.
is
Yeah,
getting 2 weeks, and then freaking Karrion, Kross and Sami Zayn have been doing this all there
3
since
months.
fucking Netflix, fam.
Sammy Cross and AJ Dahmer are the only ones that got a long build.
But yeah, man, like, look, this is a great match on paper. Don't get me wrong, it's a dream match in the company. But if there's got an actual story, you could actually sell people on it way more than. I mean, of course you're gonna enjoy the match. It's going to be 2 of the best in the company right now. With a story, it could be even better. So I'm just ashamed they only got 2 weeks. I don't know. Maybe they do the rematch at Clash in Paris, and that's an extra 4 weeks. Who knows? But right now with 2 weeks, I just wish they got more time.
Yeah, I mean, let's move on to night 2.
Night
That's night
2.
1 done.
The better night.
Yeah,
Is it?
I think it is
By a lot.
personally.
Not by a
I
lot.
think it is.
I think night 2 clears by far. Let's start off with
Night. Yeah, go on.
yeah.
Danny,
No,
pull
go
up the
on.
card,
Actually,
bro.
what are you gonna say?
I know. All I was gonna say is the women's matches are gonna dominate night 2, just because the
Okay.
caliber of the wrestlers there.
Yeah, let's start off with the women's match. Let's start off with Becky Lynch against Lyra Valkyria. No disqualifications, no countouts.
This is gonna be a really good match.
For me, the best feud in the company right now by
And you've
far.
got the graphic for night 2.
Oh yeah, I'll bring you up. But yeah, I think by far this has been the best feud. I think Becky's lady put. I think we spoke about it when they had the first match copy. I think we were saying like, okay, Lara's gonna really get elevated by this feud, and that's exactly what Becky's done all throughout this feud. She's put over Lyra, made her feel like a giant deal. More than she was 3-4 months ago. And one thing about Becky, she's made sure every match she's had has been on pay-per-view. She's not gonna settle for a match on Raw, Raw main event. She's gonna make sure every match she has with Lara, and this, of course, I think will culminate the story. I think Bailey turns heel. I think Bailey fully turns heel here and costs Lara, and Becky actually retains.
Ooh,
Yeah, I have the exact same prediction for this.
Yeah,
I was
think
thinking
Listen,
maybe.
I'm just looking at this card here. They done night 1 dirty with the match.
Well,
Like, why are there
Yeah, that's what I'm
why,
saying.
why are there 3 big stipulation matches on one night? Like, we could have used one of them on night 1. What the hell?
They stuck all the regular tag matches on night 1 and gave all the big stiff matches night 2.
To be fair, they did that at Mania as well. They stuck all the normal matches on night 1, and then night 2 stuck all the big matches.
yeah,
Yeah, but then night one's more memorable because of the main event.
To be fair.
Yeah, true.
Bizarre.
But WWE have actually learned their lesson here, specifically Triple K, because look at the
Triple
quality of
K.
matches and look at the Raw Tag Team titles. The haram is away from the haram on your TV is away. We've got the SmackDown Tag Team titles, the best. I think the best kind of like talent part of the roster up there with the Raw Women's division. The SmackDown Tag Team division has been
got
cooking
such good
for
teams, bro.
so long, and this is the culmination that they deserve. Aside from the White Six, of course, well, they're terrible. But everyone else, like Traxium, Street Profits, Andrade, and Ray Phoenix, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, can't say that in Brum, but all of that entire match, yeah. That's gonna be the greatest match this SummerSlam by far, and it's gonna be one of the absolute best matches you'll ever see on WWE, because that's gonna cook, bro.
I mean, they had.
I think it'll be great, but 12 people was way too much. I wish they kind of cut it down.
Lots, yeah, it is.
No,
tables,
they'll make
ladders,
it.
and
They'll make
chairs
it
as
work. They'll
well.
make it work. They'll make it work. They all deserve it, and they're gonna make it work. Whoever, I really don't care. I really do not care who wins, as long as it's not, as long as the white six. If I see Dexter Loomis sticking his tongue out after holding the belt up, when I've got a team, when I got guys like Fraxium and MCMG laying down on the ground as flipping. Oh, I can't remember his name. Eric Rowan just picks up their bodies like the extra souls at the end of that match. I'm happy with whoever wins. As long as the White Six don't win. I'm sorry, Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace, innit? But your family have got to go, blood.
All right.
Yeah,
now
I
we're
mean,
talking
they
about
had
this.
the TLC.
I
They
was
had
gonna-
one on SmackDown after Mania. Do you remember how good that one was?
Yeah, yeah.
Massive-
I mean,
That
that
one
match
was
got 5
insane.
stars.
Actually,
Yeah.
they had the New Day on WrestleMania. That
Yeah,
them
I mean,
Raw.
it's 25 years as well after the original TLC match as well.
Wow.
That was
Oh,
on
that's
SummerSlam,
good.
so I think that's the reason it's on the card. But yeah, it's going to be the best match on both nights, easy.
Bro, the ring is going to be rammed.
I think Fraxium, man.
Ooh,
I think
Yeah.
either Fraxium or Andrade and Phoenix.
One
I
of
don't
them
know, one
two.
of them.
Yeah.
I think
I've got the
MCMG
Motor City
retain.
machine. I've got the Motor City
Yeah,
machine guns.
same. Who do
Copy.
you think's taking the pin? I mean, not the pin. Wait, sorry. Fucking
Get him,
forgot.
guys!
Nah,
Get
you know
me,
what?
God.
You know what? Let's
I
let's
forgot.
not get on him for that because our truth
forgot
did
the
pin someone in the last
stipulations.
match.
I forgot there was stipulation in it. Fuck me. Such...
Yeah, I'm the Fraxium in this.
Who do you think's climbing up the ladder and getting it? I
Oh, good
think
question.
MCMG take it.
Yeah, same. I'm going that way as well.
I'm gonna go bold here. I'm gonna go bold. I reckon Andrade and Ray Phoenix are gonna pick up the belt.
Oh,
You could, yeah.
Yeah, I have. It's either them or Fraxium for me.
Hmm.
As you prick. You're a prick, Hazza.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I never got. Did everyone say their predictions for Becky Lyra? Because
No.
I've got. Yeah, I'm going with the same. Bailey turns heel against Lyra. Lyra goes into a proper blood feud with Bailey.
Becky retains. Yeah.
I think Lyra wins.
No, I think
I
Bailey
think-
has got some parts match.
I think
She-
Becky's retaining and Valkyria is gonna feud with Bailey, but this needs to be Valkyria moving up to the world title. Because for me personally, I think she's top 3 in this company in terms of the women. She is an absolute shooter.
Great.
I've
Especially
not
this
I've not had a bad experience watching any of her matches. She's been top tier in all of her matches. So I hope she moves to the world title feud by the end of the year.
Yeah, agreed.
I hear that. Anyway, moving on. Next match, the triple threat. For the women's world
Naomi
title.
against Io Sky.
Naomi,
Oh my
Naomi.
god! Oh my god! Listen,
What a match.
Oh my god.
Io Sky is probably on the Mount Rushmore of women's wrestlers in ring. She is unbelievable, right? Rhea Ripley,
Hogan.
she's
Rhea
she's
Hogan.
turning into Charlotte, that Charlotte Flair character. I can't lie, but the pop she gets is unbelievable, bruv. You know, whenever this is my route, like the pop goes crazy, man. Well, like, bro, the pop is insane, man. How can I get why the WWE put her in these kinds of feuds, man? Because the fans love her, which is totally understandable. And she's brilliant in ring. I really hope she doesn't win this one though. She kind of needs to move away from that title scene. I think Naomi retains as well.
I think
I
Naomi
don't
retains.
know who she pins though. Don't know who she
Naomi
pins.
I
pins
think she pinned Io.
Io again.
You can Io. Rhea ain't taking the pin. Let's be honest.
Personally,
Yeah.
I reckon if they wanna surprise us, they should have Naomi pin Rhea because we're forgetting the draft is coming up after SummerSlam. And if it was up to me, I'd move Rhea to SmackDown. I'd move her to SmackDown
Marked on
along
India.
with a few others. But
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Fresh.
The women's division there needs boosting, and Rhea's perfect for that.
You know, I actually think Lyra's gonna end up moving to SmackDown. I don't know why. I think when she,
Oh, that's a good
I
shout.
think she moves to SmackDown. I think Rhea and Io, there's a good chance that they end up tagging together for a bit.
Yeah.
I can see them being like Charlotte and Lexa's contenders for their belts, and maybe they face like Kabuki Warriors because they teased that on.
I think
Raw, I
that
think, last
that'd be
week.
really good. I like that.
Also, I think Stephanie Vaquer is the number 1 contender for Clash in Paris. I think they do Naomi v Stephanie Vaquer there because I think they want to save Rhea v Stephanie Vaquer like a Mania match. So I don't think they do that.
Yeah, and same. I think they're gonna save the proper Io Steph match, like probably for like a pay-per-view because
Yeah.
they've done it twice and
I-
both of them have been
I think
DQs.
Io and Steph should be the Mania match. I don't think it should be Ripley and Steph. I think Io and Steph is the Mania match for me.
Maybe, but the way they're building on TV, especially with all the stare downs they've been having, I feel like it's
Yeah.
Rhea Stephanie Mania. But we'll see. But
Look,
yeah, that
whatever.
should be
Look,
good.
honestly, to be completely honest with you, whatever happens, the women's
Oh, did it happen,
division
please?
is in a good place. It's in a good place. And then we're coming up. It can only get better because they're just using very simple, good storytelling formulas. Now they've got Naomi, who is a monster heel. Let's not get it twisted. She's just embraced this new personality of herself, and she can build stories just by being herself, which is this kind of like conniving, evil, selfish. I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I'm thinking of. Yeah. She's just that guy, man. She's just that guy, and she deserves her flowers. And I hope she does retain in this match.
Yeah, she will. She will.
Yeah, I think we
Moving
probably all
on.
have everything.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to Solo Sikoa against Jacob Fatu in the steel
Match.
cage.
It's such.
Oi,
Looking
oi,
forward
this is
to
going
it,
to be
you know.
sick. This is going to be
Looking
sick,
forward
bro.
to this, yeah.
You think a new member joined?
We've seen Solo in
I think they've run out of new members. I'm not gonna lie.
And they're
You
gonna
might
spawn
say
Another
that.
this
spawn
You might
Big
say
Zilla.
that. There's like 20 waiting.
Zilla.
I'm not joking. There are a ton of Fatus and a ton of Anawais. All right, they're limitless supply. Like I think Punk made the joke recently.
Yeah,
At Comic Con,
Yeah, I've seen it on
and they were
Twitter.
both Jay
Yeah.
Uso and Jacob Fatu. They
Jacob
look
and Jay were there
pissed.
like, what the fuck?
they look pissed off. Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
fuck up.
Bro, this is like if us lot started a wrestling faction, man. There'd be too many Asians, bro. Like this is look at us, man. Like Carpe could look like he runs the faction, and then all of a sudden, every week we just have a surprise guest member come in, fam. Like we'd cook, bro. Like look, we literally brought on Agsy and Casual Fan today, man. Like look, we're churning out these members like it's nothing, fam. Listen,
Yo,
Bloodline, Roman
what-
Reigns, we are coming for you.
we're gonna spawn in Blanco next.
Blanco's our
and
Paul Heyman.
Cool. Paul Heyman, we got Hayes.
But yeah, I
Hayes
think
is gonna join.
Jacob Fatu gets his win back here. It was always meant to be the case. I think the rematch, Jacob Fatu was always going to beat Solo Sikoa and get started back. Yeah, it should be a good match.
Okay. Can we just touch there? Why have they made this a steel cage stipulation? Because we all know there's going to be fucking so many interferences. Like the steel cage for me has been kind of ruined in recent years. Like it's meant to keep interferences out, but all I see in these cage matches is fucking more and more interferences. It's just stupid.
Yo, facts.
I don't know what they're playing.
At least it's not Hell in a Cell. At least it's not Hell in a Cell where, like, you know, they used to have the pay-per-view every single year and people would just be forced to make a Hell in a Cell match when there wasn't a
Can you
necessary...
not hear me, by the way?
Yeah. I think the steel cage is that excuse to not do Hell in a Cell. So I get what you're saying, but like it's fine. We'll allow it because now Hell in a Cell is that marquee match again. But I know a lot of people kind of saying Fatu. I'm gonna be real. I think they're gonna move Fatu on. I think Jacob Fatu is gonna do other things. I reckon Solo is gonna have a bit of a run with this belt because if I'm being real, like last year I wasn't feeling Solo. I was like, you know what, I'm getting bored of you. He's won me over this year. The most entertaining guy this year. Honestly, he's top quality. Like in ring, he's okay, but performance, charisma is top tier. Like I love it. I want to see what he can do with this belt. Like give me all the feuds. Give me these, must-see moments. That's what I want. Jacob Fatu can move up to maybe the world title or have some big matches.
Drew McIntyre. He's got to
needs
be
to
Drew
run.
McIntyre.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre. But Solo needs to run the US division. He needs to run that division. Call it the Bloodline division if you have to.
Call this controversial, yeah, but I have a sneaky feeling that Tama Tonga is gonna come back.
I can see that. I'm not gonna lie.
He could.
I just have a
Listen,
feeling.
I'm glad Solo's getting the appreciation he deserves, man. That guy is amazing.
We're taking it on.
I love Solo Sikoa,
He's
man.
so
I'm so
funny,
happy he's
honestly.
getting flowers.
I think where he really won me over was the Money in the Bank, though, where he was just making all these weird expressions and stuff. And then when he realized when he was climbing up the ladder and Jacob Fatu was like, "I hate you, Solo," and he's like, bro, you can't teach that man.
Do you know what? The bit just before was meant to be like a serious, like, oh my gosh, my family members betraying me, and
No.
Solo's just there like his
Goofy
legs
ass.
getting yanked. He's like, what? Like he sold out for me. Plus, like earlier in the match when he was beating up Penta and he kept doing the Penta walk. Like I don't know if you saw the clip of SmackDown, but Miz was I think he was facing
yeah,
R2, and Solo and Miz did the R2 taunt as well. Like it's just he
Nah,
has to keep doing this. I love it, honestly.
Eggsy, you know what killed me? When the police arrested him.
Oh yeah, that backstage video when he started apologizing to Cody.
Hey yo, Cody.
Hey, Cody.
He has to retain, man. He has to retain, bro.
Bro, his character development's been so good.
All right, so
Especially
what's
in
your
this last year.
prediction? I have Jacob Fatu winning it back.
I have Jacob.
My prediction is Jacob, but I would actually like Solo to retain.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
I
Jacob
don't mind.
away from the belt could do
I'm-
really well.
I'm picking Solo because I have to. Like, I'll drop some Agsy Malone law for you. I was in SmackDown in Glasgow last year. I called him the tribal clown when I didn't like him. He called me a bitch. He worded it. He didn't say it. He worded it with his lips, and it was so big. Yeah, some guy in India wrote an article about it and bigged up Solo Sikoa. So I got a bit of a connection with him. So Solo is my guy, and Solo is retaining that US championship.
I can't believe Solo is your guy after he called you a bitch, bro. Honestly, I'd be on hate watch
That's
the rest of
crazy,
my life.
isn't it?
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Debut episode, you got called a bitch, and you're moving like one. Fairs. We'll move it on. Listen.
Yeah,
You know
Agsy.
what? I got personal connection with Solo Sikoa. Yeah. He called me a bitch after I called him the tribal clan. So therefore, I want
Agsy is getting you ready for the
People
Mania match.
change-
hate watch for the rest of my
change,
life, man. I'll be on hate watch, bruv. Listen, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, yeah, entered Pakistan right one time, and they were moving like crazy. I've been on Triple H hate watch ever since, bruv. And that video was probably made before I was born, bruv. And do you know what I'm saying, man? I can't stand that guy, bro. I can't stand Triple H, man. Oh my god. Shawn Michaels is cool, man. Shawn Michaels is cool. He could stand there, call me a bitch or whatever, and I'd be like, oh, Triple H needs to get out, fam. Same way with Solo Sikoa. Like, if he called you a bitch, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing trying to back his case, man? Like,
Listen, man, I was helping him out. I was bigging him up. I was letting him play his character. It's what you do, mate. It's what you do.
Nah, this guy thinks Kayfabe. He took Kayfabe out too seriously. Too seriously, bro.
Fairs.
Solo Sikoa, you are gonna win, hopefully, but not because of what's been said, but because of the good work you're doing, my brother. Next match, AJ Styles, Dominic
Against
Mysterio.
Bro,
The build up to this has been
AJ Styles
hilarious.
is having so much fun right now. He's been a doctor, he's been a janitor, bro. He's loving it.
Nah. Boys, Daddy, you've not even got the best one on there, man. When he was praying backstage.
I can't like that bit got me because like he said like 2 words. He said 2 words,
man.
Dominic Mysterio, and then went back to straight.
But you can actually tell AJ
kills
Styles
me,
is having fun with this feud. Like he actually likes to work with Dominic Mysterio, and I think AJ will win the belt here. You know, I think
I
there's some
hope he
kind of
does.
shenanigans with Balor, which costs Dominic Mysterio, which slowly starts his face turn. I think AJ wins here.
I've just, you know what it is? I've got, again, beef with Triple H, man. This guy sees a champion and is like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put him on the sideline. Like flipping, Io Sky is getting matches every single week now. Now that she's not a champion,
Oh,
man.
To be fair, I think Dom was actually injured. Like not fully injured, but he
No,
was.
no,
Nah,
but
he
I'm
just didn't want to
talking
go
about
Saudi,
before
bro.
that.
That's it.
Why is Dominic Mysterio doing more work in the AA productions, like not the road services, but that little I don't even know that promotions company? He's doing more there. He's getting all the cheers. He gets the loudest pops over there. He has
They
good
love him.
matches. He knows the business really well. So why is it that Triple H just put him on the back burners for this little Roxanne Perez love story, man? We don't need Dominic Mysterio in that. We need Dominic Mysterio defending his Intercontinental Championship and then being able to develop his face turn that way by having Finn Balor in those moments, not these backstage segments where like Finn's like, "Hey, I booked you a match." Oh, sorry, that's a really bad Irish accent. Sorry to my Irish IRA brothers out there, but Where Finn
Do you know
Balor's
what?
just
I
Finn
can't.
Balor and them man out there are just like, oh yeah, look, we're gonna get you, we're gonna do this. We got you some chicken tendies, and Liv Morgan's out injured. Everything's gonna be all right, man. Put this guy in a match. Put this guy on promos, man. I'm sick to death of him being put in women's tag team matches. That's not a bad thing. Don't cancel me. But put him in his own matches. Put him in his own promos.
Oh, we can't see you there.
I say you're getting
Do you know
cancelled,
what?
bro.
I
We can't
like.
see you.
There's a blueprint for him to kind of not copy Eddie, but kind of follow in his footsteps. Because like I honestly thought that the Ripley, like when it was Dom and Ripley, I thought they were gonna head into the kind of Eddie Guerrero and China type thing and move away from Judgment Day and do their own thing. But they didn't do that. But I like that they're doing this thing with Dominic. But honestly, I think like for me, I know some people want Styles to have the belt, but I think Dom needs to keep the belt. Have the rest of Judgment Day lose it and start moving Dom away from Judgment Day because he's his own man at this point. Like build him up as his own guy, have him defend the belt. If he needs to be funny, he can be funny. If he needs to be serious, he can be serious. Like Triple H, and like it's like you said, right? Triple H has this massive issue of like destroying momentum for people. Like this, Dominic is not the first guy. Like for me, right, and I'm gonna say this now. Chad Gable is my guy. He's always been my guy since the early days, right? And he stopped his momentum twice. The first time against Gunther, and then and he put Sami in that spot. And then the second time when he was a heel, and you all heard the pops that Otis was getting when Chad Gable was a great heel. But it's time and time again, like Dominic was getting massive babyface pops, and now people are just like, all right, it's Dominic. Yeah, he's good. He's all right. He was getting big pops at Mania. And it wasn't even on purpose. I don't think Triple H likes when people just get over. Like Jey Uso is the exception because I think he had the people
You're
higher up
making it
going,
sound like
you need
Vince
to make money.
LA9.
man.
What was that, sorry?
You're making him sound like Vince McMahon doesn't like it when people get over naturally.
Who was he learning it from, man? Who was he learning it from? Triple H.
Hey, listen, real talk. One thing with Vince, yeah, if he realized that people were getting over, he'd build the storyline on purpose. Kofi Mania, the Yes Movement.
Listen,
Oh,
I
man.
just want to speak about Dominic
This
Mysterio.
image is killing me, man.
Listen, Dominic Mysterio, yeah, I've rated this guy for a long time. I've been telling Danny as well for ages now, get this guy in the world title scene. I believe he's that good. I personally wanted him to win Money in the Bank this year, but obviously they gave him the IC title. But again, momentum. He done it with LA Knight, and I'm not even the biggest LA Knight fan, but they kind of like ruined LA Knight's momentum, holding him back. And I feel like I'm a bit worried, man. I feel like Triple H might do the same thing here with Dominic. But I do believe Dominic is like 10 times more talented than LA Knight, so I don't think the same thing will happen.
I'm
Hopefully
telling
not.
you, Carpet. I agree with you on the LA Knight front, which is why I actually believe when he beat Seth Rollins at Saturday Night Main Event, I don't know if the injury was a work or whatever. Danny will tell you that it's a work. But the amount of pops he was getting before the match had begun, in the promos that he was doing, I genuinely had this belief that LA Knight was actually going to be the one to win that gauntlet match and take on Gunther. Because if there's any two people in the company that could sell a 2-week feud against the world champion, it would be LA Knight and or CM Punk. And I think, and this is the momentum killer. Like LA Knight's not even on the card, and look at the amazing work that he's been doing. Look at the amazing work that Penta's been doing. Triple H, man, I hate you, bruv.
Listen, LA9's been over since 2023. I think the people want him to win Money in the Bank 2023. They gave it to Priest, and then he had that whole feud with Roman Reigns that kind of elevated him a little bit. I think he was already over. 2024, I think he was feuding with the Bloodline for the whole year. He was in tag match. It was solo and so on against LA Knight and so on. They had the formula on SmackDown for a good year. 2025.
Yeah, plus they gave him that US title run basically just to shut him up.
Totally forgot about that one, yeah. And then in 2025, they put him back on Raw. And thing with Triple H is, yeah, for some reason, he's not willing to pull the trigger on LA Knight. I think Triple H sees a certain ceiling with him, and he's just never going to go past that. He's never going to put him in the actual world title scene. It's a similar thing I've seen with Chad Gable, to be honest. Crazy talent, a great talker, a great wrestler. He's just never going to be in the main event scene. But yeah,
Do you reckon it's
that,
an age thing?
You know what?
I don't know, because Damian Priest has made that jump as well, and he's same age or 1-2 years old. I don't know. I don't know if it's an age. Maybe it is an age thing, but clearly LA Knight is very talented. Like he's good in the ring. I don't think he's bad in the ring. He's quite good in the ring. He's great on the mic. You know,
He's a cheap Stone Cold The Rock ripoff. That's what he is, LA Knight.
But
Bro,
yeah,
I'm with
I
Hazard,
never
man. Yeah.
see. I don't think we're ever going to see LA Knight in the main event scene. The most he's going to be is an upper mid carder. This feud with Seth, I think I had a report. I don't know how accurate it was. It was that Seth was meant to win that Saturday night main event, and at SummerSlam, LA Knight was meant to get his big win back, and Seth was going to cash in later night. I don't know how accurate that is. It could be true. You know, we've seen that formula at Mania 31 when Seth lost to Randy and then cashed in. So yeah, I don't know if that's true or not.
Bro, I'm with Hazard.
The
Yeah.
thing is,
This Triple H
the
guy,
way
yeah.
Triple H, yeah,
Yo, wait, let Heady speak. Hang on, he's
This
trying to say it
Triple
twice.
H guy, yeah. He splits up A-Town Down Under. It's not even on television, bro.
We forgot to speak of that.
Bro, like that was cooking for so long, yeah. And the guy just doesn't pay attention to it.
Bro,
wasn't
it wasn't
cooking
even
that
cooking for
Heady.
so long.
It
Bro,
was not.
that thing was in the oven for about 2 years, bro, and it came out like
They were
came
in,
out in dust, fam.
yeah,
Like,
they were in backstage segments for so long that was going nowhere. And then Triple H was like, "All right, I've had enough. Let me just break them off."
bro, they were just side-eyeing each other in every single promo. And it's just like this weird sexual tension that just never seemed like it wanted to go
Yeah.
anywhere, man. It's like when you're in school and you're afraid to ask the girl out, and then you're afraid to ask the girl out, afraid to ask the girl out, and the girl's like, you know what? I'm not even sure if I'm straight anymore, bro. That's literally what she's thinking because you've been friend zoned how many times? This feud should have happened like a year ago, and you know what happened? They just didn't want to pull the trigger.
I
Listen,
think
Different
I
things
think we
happening.
should have seen the signs. We should have seen the signs of Triple H's booking because I don't know if you lot remember the first couple of months where he was doing some good things, but then he was doing some questionable things. I remember when he dropped a 40 minute Dolph Ziggler Tommaso Ciampa match in the main event with no build up, just dropped it, and then he started realizing it's not like gonna work. I reckon he's peaked too high because he's done all the biggest possible WWE things you could do, and he's got nothing now. Punk return has happened. Cody Rhodes has finished the story. John Cena turned heel. John Cena's won the 17th title. The only thing he could possibly do is if John Moxley decided to come back to WWE one day. And even if that happened, I
Sheamus
reckon
has
he
the
would
title.
just show up. He'd just show up and forgive him. He'd be like, yeah, let's bring the shield back, boys. All is done. No build, no nothing.
Moshilo with
All I'm gonna say in regards to Triple H here is shout out to my boy Bamba. We've been fighting this good fight for a good 3 years since he came in charge. We've been fighting this fight. Me and him, we've told everyone we were ahead of the curve. But yeah, Triple H is a fraud. We knew that from day one anyway. But and speaking of Austin Theory and Waller, those are two guys I really like. I think they deserve to be pushed.
Yeah, Austin Theory is gone. Triple H does not rate him. I'm
Never
telling you.
happening. He's been
yeah, that guy is
Vince's boy.
up there with Melo as one of the most obvious future endeavors of all time.
Bro, since 2022, yeah, I think he lost the US title, and then he failed his cash in on Seth Rollins, the US title. Bro, since then he was cooked. Since then, it's been 3 years since then, and yeah, no progress, nothing. He just probably gone backwards. So yeah, I don't see any hope for Austin Theory until he.
I reckon there's a lot of releases that need to happen. And I'm not saying this as someone who wants people to lose their jobs. I'm saying this because WWE, I've the last 2 or 3 years, I've put like a bit more investment into like other companies. Like I've always kind of wanted to watch Japan. I've been watching Japan, AEW. I'm even watching the British wrestling scene, and it's not great right now. It's rebuilding because of what WWE did with NXT UK. So like Austin Theory is 27. Like send him to any other company, and he'll be doing bits. It's simple facts. He's gonna do a lot better because he's great in ring, and he's gonna build himself. Like Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne have been in WWE for like what, nearly 10 plus years, and where are they? They're stuck in catering, man. It's not it, and I was told like years ago that those were Triple H's boys. I think he scammed us with NXT. I'm gonna be real.
Yes, fine. We've got someone with sense on this show that doesn't just mindlessly glaze Triple H.
Yo, what the hell have I been doing since this podcast started? I've just been aired, bruv.
To be honest, it's quite technical who Triple H's main guys are and the guys he doesn't rate. Like from the women's, it's Io Sky, Rhea Ripley. You can tell they are like two, and from the men's, you could say it's probably Gunther, Cody, Seth, them guys.
I don't even think he rates any of the men wrestlers. I think he just rates Rhea and Io, because even Cody, Seth, and Gunther have had their weak moments. I think he's just focused on the women's division, to be honest. Which is fine. Like, it's not an issue because women's divisions needed it for years. But
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what
So
was
who
the
do
match
you
we were
all
talking
have
about? Dominic Mysterio and AJ
for
Styles.
the
Oh, yeah.
We just
I was
moved
gonna
up.
say, yeah, while Triple H is an idiot, I think Dom is set. Like, there's no way. Like, even no matter how badly you book him, I think Dom is way too over with like just the whole WWE audience and the online audience. That like, bro, the pop. He got a Stone Cold pop in Mexico. Like, I think he's good. So I think he. My prediction is he drops the belt here because I think they're gonna give AJ like a farewell type. Because I think AJ retires in like a year or so. But yeah, I think AJ gets like a big run as IC champ, and then I think Dom might win like the AAA belt that he's having a title match for next month or something, and they'll probably have him carry that around backstage like he does with the IC belt.
Cool. I'm going with AJ Styles as well. I think
Yeah,
AJ can win.
AJ.
Dom.
I'm going Dom. Dirty Dom.
Gone do Dom.
Now for the main event, street fight, John Cena against Cody Rhodes.
Right. Let me get straight to the point. Yeah, Cody Rhodes, you absolute fraud, bruv.
Watch your
You
mouth.
have broken all legal rules. Yeah, man picked up John Cena's hand when he was knocked out conscious. Poor John Cena, he's an old man, he's a veteran, and what you did was you picked up his hand and you signed the papers, bruv. You are a disgrace. You are a fraud. Yeah, I don't know how you scam all these children by doing the world. Yeah, listen, he's typing in the comments. Well, this guy's putting me off, man. But seriously, Cody Rhodes, I hope that Travis Scott comes back and just beats your other eardrum in, bruv. Get this guy gone from my main event seat. Get this guy gone from my company, man. This guy just turns up in his 3-piece suit and says, what do you want to talk about? Like, no one wants to talk about anything, man, except for you sending your resignation papers in, bruv.
I have some very strong feelings about this match and what you just said. Because I'm gonna say this now. Cody Rhodes is
bro, you got a warning,
anything but a
yeah?
fraud. Huh?
Go on, Axel.
Sorry,
Look,
Eddie,
Cody Rhodes
Cody.
is anything but a fraud. But I'm gonna say this before I even talk about this main event. What they've done with this John Cena title run to me is almost unforgivable. Like,
Horrific.
it's been so bad. And the thing is, I've said it so many times, the heel turn was so easy to manage. John Cena is already a Hollywood star. You just give him the Hollywood gimmick and he will sort it out. But no, they put The Rock, they put Travis Scott. And then at WrestleMania, I thought that match wasn't the worst match ever. I thought they were building towards something like some slow-paced, old-school wrestling match. And then fucking Travis Scott comes out for 5 bloody minutes, walking down the ramp like he's freaking the final boss and the Undertaker combined. Somehow does his black magic on Cody Rhodes. Plus the whole thing with Cody Rhodes where he stood there going, oh, do I hit John Cena with the belt? Do I hit John Cena with the belt? Like, my guy, you almost killed AJ Styles by throwing the steps in front of your mom. Your mom was like, yes, let's go. But you can't hit your childhood hero, John Cena, who's like 2 years older than you, my guy. And then John Cena's like, yeah, I'm just going to kick you the balls and win the match, bro. I just, like, it kills me, man, because growing up, I think all of us can say this, yeah. John Cena was the guy. And, like, just to see this now, like, this weird heel turn. Like, me being honest, I'm hearing everyone going, Cody should turn heel. John Cena should be a babyface. At this point, just get it done, man. Like, just, like, I don't need The Rock. I don't need Travis. Just have Cody Rhodes submit Cena, have Cena covered in blood, passed out, and just turn both of them. Plus, Cody doesn't even need to turn heel. Just put him on a daft path and have him redeem himself at the end. But I'm just done. John Cena needs to be a babyface moving forward, and he needs to have some decent matches. Like, put him with actual decent wrestlers. Like,
Cody
just put him
Do
with
you know
guys
what
that can
this-
carry him.
Do you know what this Cena heel run feels like? It feels like he's playing his peacemaker character. I don't know if you guys agree. It's just
Yeah,
weird.
it kind of does.
It's like
No, but even Peacemaker's entertaining, man.
It's like what's going on here? Because it's very disappointing. Because I know John Cena's got an amazing heel in him, innit? I just don't know. I don't know if it's TKO or if it's Triple H, or if they're not willing to go all the way with the heel turn. I remember we done the episode when Cena turned heel, like me, Hazard, Danny, Ume, and we were like gassing it up. We're like, oh, this is our generation's Hogan heel turn. This is going to be amazing. And then, like, what, 6 months later, it's just like, what the fuck is this? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say it's arguably worse than Austin's heel run when he turned heel at Mania 17. It's been comically bad, man. I was like, oh, I'll give it a chance, let it cook. But nah, bro, get them off the stove. I don't know what they're playing. I don't know what they're cooking up.
You smell.
Bro,
Man,
let's
you
just
know,
go.
the worst thing about the Cena run is it's been so bad on TV, and then also whenever you see him off camera, he just pretends like it's like he does the Rock's gimmick of wrestling is fake, man. Yeah, I'm just like a character.
Do you know what? The other thing that bothered me is the whole fans thing. Like, if you done it 10 years ago, like if you done it straight after he lost to The Rock, worked perfectly. But they done it now where we already love Cena and we've already like gone, look, you're the GOAT now. We can't say anything bad about you. You're our guy. And then he comes out and goes, it's been an abusive relationship. Like, it just doesn't work. For me, they should have done this thing where he's just a freaking dickhead to everyone on the roster. But when it comes to us, he loves us. He talks to us properly. Because then, if like the stuff he's doing outside of it works perfectly, because he's just doing the same thing. And then, if you wanted to turn him back, oh, we're still on his side. It's just the roster hates him, and then he redeems himself, whatever. But no, it was like freaking Bizarro. It's like Superman and Bizarro. They just turned John Cena into like this Bizarro heel character. Like I reckon Cena is like loving this purely because he gets to play a heel character, which fair enough. You know, you've done your time in it, you get to do that. But it just feels really like weird. It just doesn't make sense.
You know what it is? It's kind of like he gets to be a heel, but he doesn't get to be like a full heel, so it doesn't really ruin his reputation. As like he can still do his Make-A-Wishes and all that, which I get it, to be fair. But if you're going to do that, if you weren't going to go all the way with it, then you should have never turned him heel in the first place.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Obviously, the whole abusive relationship stuff, I think, could have worked for like 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. But it made the whole character.
Same thing every time.
He did You People promos for like the first 2 months of his thing. Like it was just like every time he would just come and cut promos at the crowd. Like he was feuding with Randy Orton. Instead of talking about Randy Orton, he'd come and tell the crowd like, "Oh, you people are why I don't want to have kids and stuff."
I think it just shows you what the state of WWE is with TKO. Because the fact that like Randy Orton and Cena at Backlash was fine, but the fact that they got 2 weeks is horrible. The fact that CM Punk and John Cena's feud was built on like, and I'm not joking, it is what it was built on. It was built on the real life thing of, oh, CM Punk, if you go to Saudi Arabia, you're a massive hypocrite because of what you said years ago. Like the fact that Punk even came out on the kickoff show and apologized for it. It's it's like TKO basically going, oh, you want these matches? We're gonna give it to you in the most kharab possible way, and you're gonna love it. like I actually didn't mind Cena having a match with R2, right? But to bring him back and then do nothing with him, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't think we're getting a Styles match. I don't think I honestly will be so annoyed if we get a
don't say that. We need that last Styles match.
Honestly, I've been wanting Styles to leave the WWE for a long time. Like he needs to go to AEW and have them feuds over there, man. Retire over there.
Do you know what this John Cena thing has been? It's when they announced this like greatest hits tour, everyone was like, yeah, man, that's my childhood hero. But now you're like seeing it, you're like, okay, be careful what you wish for. Maybe it is time Cena just like right to the sunset. Do you know what I mean? He's past it. He's past his best. But
I think most people don't even care now.
By the way, bruv.
Yeah.
Get this guy gone, man.
I don't think most people even care about the feuds now. I think they just all they care about is, oh my gosh, I'm going to a WWE show. I get to finally see John Cena. I can buy a T-shirt that says I was there. I can buy the spinning ball. That's what, and I mean, fair enough. Like that's what you're gonna want to do. I mean, I brought the sweatbands when I went to Glasgow I did earlier this year because I never got to buy Cena merch or whatever, and I finally got the chance to. But I feel like the fact that that's what we're doing. The only thing I'm grateful for with this really bad Cena heel turn is that it's given another company a chance to come back because they weren't doing great and now they're doing really well. Because me personally, I think wrestling needs to be competitive. Because the last time it was truly entertaining was WCW, WWE, when they were going at it each week after week. And we need that. Like AEW, they're doing well for themselves now because they're not trying to compete. They're just trying to be their own thing. And you can see WWE, they're just like, oh, we make money. That's it. Like, to me, WWE is basically like the MCU. They're one and the same at this point.
I agree.
See wrestling.
Yeah,
But the match
if there was
itself,
multiple.
I think me and Danny were talking about it. Yeah, we said this should have been an I Quit match. This could have made it way more interesting. It could have made it so much more interesting. Both of these guys are not the type to say I quit. So it would have been very fascinating seeing it. But
Cena's not lost, has he, in an I Quit match?
I think it's
Has he?
5-0. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And Cena's never submitted either. But you know what? It would have been nice, Cody, if you could say a match that you could pronounce. I quit would have been.
It'd be like,
a street fight.
we fight.
But no, I
you
think
know what?
they could have obviously teased. They could not. I wouldn't say turn Cody heel, but with the I Quit match, you can obviously tease it. Cody like going to extreme lengths to make Cena quit. Blah blah.
I think they should do a mini heel run for Cody. Not like a proper heel run, but kind of like he kind of basically like he goes so crazy trying to beat Cena that it like switches something in him. Yeah, like almost like that, but it's not so long that we have 2 years. But I reckon they might do it because they want to do Roman Cody again. I reckon they're gonna try and do heel Cody, babyface Roman, and if that's the case, fine. It will be entertaining. I mean, it's Roman. Like I will never not, acknowledge my tribal chief, but like
I thought Solo was your tribal chief, bro.
nah, he's a tribal clan, my guy. He's got his family tree now. He's got his family tree.
Listen,
I wouldn't
I'm
mind
gonna
Cody
say-
Punk.
Cody is not going to turn heel on Sunday. It's not going to happen.
I agree.
I don't think it will. But
I don't think it's going.
The only reason I
hope he
say
does.
that is because look at all the other baby faces. If you guys can name me one baby face that's willing to take that top step and be the number face of the company, fair enough.
Yeah, no, 'cause-
Yeah.
Jey Uso, bro. Yeet man.
I don't like this whole thing
Jeff
about
Cobb.
the face of the company, because like Cody was the
JC.
face of the company, but for like the last 10 years before Cody, it was 5-6 different people.
That's
still
why the
work.
company wasn't doing as good as it should have been doing. Like right now, I think we have two top guys. I think Roman and Cody have defined this area. I think we can all agree with that. They have been the two top guys of this era. And Roman's not there anymore, is he? Let's be honest. It turns out for top 4 pay-per-views. So I feel like you need that one guy, Cody. The next guy I can see Bron, but I don't think he's ready now. He's not.
Yeah, he's not ready yet.
Nowhere near ready. That could take a year, could take even 2 years. I think Seth would put him over. That would probably Mania 43, I'd say. So I wouldn't turn Cody heel until Mania 42, maybe 43, because I've said this since before Mania. I think heel Punk and babyface Cody will be the match at Mania 42.
Anyway, guys,
Yeah, I
what are
agree.
we saying for the match?
Listen.
Where's Cody?
I think Cody's gonna win, yeah. And then Cena, I don't think Cena turns fully babyface here, but he shows, just like okay, he's gonna slowly turn into babyface. We're all gonna kind of see it. And then after the match, someone's gonna come behind Cody Rhodes, low blow him, yeah, and then Burn It Down's gonna hit. Seth's gonna walk down. With
I
the
actually
Bronson
agree on
and hold him, man. He's gonna put his crush on the floor and he's gonna stomp Cody 1, 2, 3, and he's gonna. The last visual will be Seth holding the championship, walking out of SummerSlam.
You've got more chance of The Rock
Inshallah.
coming back.
Bro, come on, you guys are telling me that won't be amazing. Everyone would love that.
Danny, you've got more chance of The Rock coming back, bro.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
not.
this is what's gonna happen. Yeah, they're gonna have a street fight. They're gonna have Cena crawling up the ramp here towards the Titantron, like begging Cody to leave him alone. And then as Cody's about to strike him, yeah, we're gonna hear the final boss's music, and he's gonna make his return. He's gonna help Cena win.
Do you know what? I think
You know what we're gonna hear? We're gonna hear Fiend.
I think they need to.
It was
They need
all
to
these
throw back
falling out reports were
2007.
just a smoke screen.
They need to
they're
throw
right
back
back.
2007. I want to see John Cena Sr. sat in the front row during this match, because the last time it happened was with Cody's mentor Randy Orton. Mate, I want to see Cody go freaking crazy and hit a crossroads on John Cena Sr. because I know he'll do it. The guy loves wrestling more than his son. But I'm telling you.
Man said on his dad, you know. He probably
Yeah,
All
but
I'm
that
saying
would have
is-
been really good for that I Quit match, though.
If you guys want to actually make this Seth faction feel huge, you debut a fourth member, Rahia. You have him win the actual world title, and you have their faction stand tall to end the show.
Because I genuinely think that Seth cashing in on Cody is where the money's at. Because if you like put it together, the whole thing of Seth was the guy who helped Cody finish his story.
Yeah.
Cody wins the title back finally from Cena, and immediately Seth is the one who stabs him in the back and takes back the title from him. I think that's like the best way to go with it. But it all comes down to whether Seth is actually like healthy enough to be there and cash in.
Bro,
Whatever
knowing him,
happens, if Cody Rhodes does not have the belt by the end of SummerSlam, I will be happy. Just like the White Six not holding that tag team titles, just like Jade Cargill not winning that belt off Tiffany Stratton. If Cody Rhodes does not hold the belt, if he's not standing with that belt nice and tall, with the WWE graphics showing up, and he walks into the conference and he's like, "So guys, what do you want to talk about?" If he does not have the belt, whatever the outcome, I can go to sleep happy.
So I think we've all got Cody to win.
Yeah. Nah. I think Cena's retaining. I think Cena's gonna retain.
Oh, you really think he's retaining over?
Yeah, he is. Watch.
If Cena does retain, me personally, I think he shouldn't lose until the final match. And whoever his final match is, he puts them over. And it shouldn't be Cody. It should be someone new. Me personally, I'd put someone like Obafemi or like Bron Break or Jacob Fatu. Give that big push. Do it just like the Cena debut. Because Kurt Angle did the open challenge. Cena comes out. You do something like that.
Yeah,
I could also see Cena losing, and then him and Styles go for one last dance for the IC title. Cena gets the Grand Slam. Then Cena puts someone over in that last match.
Agzi, would you have Cena retire as a babyface or a heel?
He'd retire as a babyface, but I think you should have him heel until the final. Like, if you keep the title on him, you should go all the way until the final match, because it's that storyline of him saying he wants to take the belt. He wants to take the belt with him, and if you want to make money and you want to sell tickets, you stretch that till the final end. But if he hasn't got the belt, then by all means turn him babyface as soon as he loses the belt. But if you keep the belt on him post SummerSlam, I wouldn't take it off him until the end, because then people are going to be like, they're going to think people are going to win, and then you got the final, and it's like, oh, is Cena going to run away with the belt like CM Punk did years ago, or is someone going to keep the belt with WWE? And that's the story you end Cena's retirement with.
At Crown Jewel, they have champion v champion. So is it going to be Gunther or Punk against Cena or Cody with Seth in there? So I'm intrigued to see what way they go with that.
Yeah, boys, we're in for a good card, man.
No,
in my opinion. In my opinion.
All the main events are interesting, so at least we got that.
Yeah, boys.
Anyway, I think we're gonna wrap it up. So that was Mission Podcast Kayfabe out. Episode 3, the SummerSlam preview. With me was DK, Hedy, Carpe, Casual Fan, and Agzi Malone, and myself, Hazza. Like and subscribe, as you can see from the little oh there it is. Like and subscribe to Mission Podcast. Road to 200 subs. If we get to 200 subs by how many are we on right now? I haven't been checking.
160 something.
160. Okay, let's call it 165. If we can get to 200 subs by the end of October, Danny will do a face reveal. So we're calling that.
You know what about that, guys? I was gonna do it on the SummerSlam watch along, but I don't think we have enough guys to do that.
Watch it, bro. I'm there. Me and you. Yeah, just me and you. That's a party, bro. That's
2
a party.
months step,
2 months step. Let's do it, man. Who's joining? Who's joining in for the watch along?
But nah.
I've got work, my guy. I've got work. So.
Man are killjoys, man. Yo, I got work. Man's working on a Saturday and Sunday.
Listen,
No wonder
I'll need to wear a mask. Yeah, I'm a luchador. I'll have to wear a mask.
Which mask you going for?
Bro, my identity can't be revealed. I don't know.
This guy's gonna wear his cricket helmet, bro. That's what he's gonna do.
No, I reckon that's what you do with 200 subs. Not just a face reveal. You let the subscribers choose the luchador mask.
Bro, actually, most are gonna find my location, bro.
Send location.
I can't let that happen, bro.
Anyway, let's wrap it up, man, because we're on a free trial with StreamYard, and I don't want to like you know what I'm saying, like this Pakistani faction can't just run on we run on free trials, you know what I'm saying, like we only found this out because we could do it for free. That's why. And Discord was free as well. We had to we used OBS and everything. Everything was free. When I made this investment into this microphone, in it, when I made this investment into this microphone, I said I'm going to use it as much as I possibly can. I've not used it enough to get my ROI back. Like this is getting ridiculous, bruv. But yeah, anyway, that's Mission Podcast. Kayfabe and out, episode 3. Like and subscribe, and yeah, see you soon, guys.